Long before temples or written prayers, there were fires, and around those fires stood shamans. Of course, wanderers between the worlds, they were healers, dreamers, the ones who believed that everything, every stone, every river, and every whisper of wind carried a spirit. Shamanism isn't a single religion, it's older, much older than that. It's a thread woven through the dawn of humanity, found in caves of Siberia, the forests of the Amazon, and the plains of North America. Though the rituals may look different, the tools carved from bone or wood, the songs in hundreds of languages, the purpose was the same: to reach beyond the veil and bring back something sacred. So, in other words, these guys did the impossible. They went to other worlds and brought back answers. They sought answers for people in their village or, in their tribe or what have you. Say little Timmy was sick and they came back and figured out like what was wrong with little Timmy. Usually they said they had I think it was like a red spot or a black spot on them, and like there was like a way to remove it somehow.
Like the evil eye?
Yeah, kind of like that. So yeah, a lot of shamanism was started out in Africa, of course. Some of the oldest traditions are in Africa, voodoo, and alike. And those are really old modalities that if you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to mess around with them. Take it from someone who has dabbled in some things and gotten warned. So just be careful. These things have been around, like they're ancient. They're like super ancient. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can incur the wrath of things that you don't understand. A lot of it is about collecting spirits, I believe, and talking to spirits, talking to the dead. That's basically what a shaman does, They believed the soul could travel, that it could leave the body, walk the dreamscape, and speak to guides and ancestors. The journeys were not for curiosity or power, but for balance, to heal the sick, like I said, to guide the lost, or to restore harmony when the world felt broken, Across cultures, the symbols change, but the shape of the story remains. In the Arctic, shamans called upon animal spirits, the bear, the wolf, the raven, to lend their strength. In the Amazon, they sought visions through sacred plants, guided by song and Icaras. In the steppes of Mongolia, it was the wind and the fire that carried their prayers. Each ritual was a doorway, and the shaman was the one trusted to step through and return. They carried drums painted with the cosmos, the upper world above, the middle world, and the lower world below. Their task was to move freely between them, acting as a messenger between humans and spirits alike. And when they returned from their journey, they didn't bring back gold or prophecy, they brought back wisdom. Lessons whispered in dreams, visions that reminded their people that life was not separate from nature, but part of the endless rhythm. Some say shamanism was the first spirituality, before gods had names, before faith had boundaries. And maybe that's why it still resonates today, because in every culture, there's a longing to connect with something beyond ourselves, to believe that the world sees us back. Modern seekers still walk the path in different forms: guided meditation, vision quests, energy work. Shamans may use new words now like grounding, intuition, and journeying, but the heart of it, it's the same timeless question: what if we could reach across the divide and listen to the universe breathe? Basically, what if we could talk to the dead? What if we could go, to that great beyond and bring back answers to questions? And I think what the shaman does is like they have to live a separate life away from the village. They have to be that crazy guy on the edge of the forest. They'll go out like some of the what do they call them? Curanderos, I believe. Curanderos. And they'll go out and have to do a trial before they can become a shaman and eat only certain plants in the forest for months, for years, you know, to figure out which plants do what. They talk to the plants. That's how they know what they do. They actually talk to the plants.
I talk to plants too, but people just think I'm weird.
Yeah. Well, you are. Anyway.
You.
Yeah, so like in South America, they have the ayahuasca, you know, and that's administered by a shaman, you know, and they help you on your journey when you're puking your guts out and tripping,
Fun.
you know.
That sounds great.
And anybody that's done anything like magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, DMT, San Pedro, anything like that, they know that a shaman helps you guide you through a journey like that. What if we could reach across that divide and touch the other side, is what they're saying. So many of the shamans of old weren't reaching outward to gods at all. Maybe they were reaching inward to that spark of the spirit within us all, the fire that still burns behind closed eyes, waiting for us to remember. I think like meditation and the Eastern religions as well kind of coincide with shamanism a lot. Do you think the spirit world is truly separate from our own, or are we just different on different paths in the same place?
Different planes?
Yeah, different planes, different paths in the same place. Drop a comment and don't forget to subscribe. This has been an extended Kevin's Corner, and we'll see you next time.